honor, courage, commits?
Do you have what it takes to level up? Test your knowledge. Complete the trials. Become the Laravel Master. Yes. Test yourself against the true master. Welcome, developer, to my domain. Complete the trials, each a simulation of a production challenge you face. Become a Laravel Master, if you can. Begin new project. Promise yourself this one will be clean.
Ah, crap.
Client blockers rolling in.
Why do they always have ideas?
Validate every step.
If it's not valid, it's not shipping.
Refactor everything. Eliminate all unnecessary lines. Incoming ghost bugs. Hunt them down. Scope changed. Time to jump through some hoops.
Define the scope, or watch me define it for you.
The scope creep stops when I say it does. Deadline moved up. Meet the deployment timeline.
I don't even have a driver's license.
Security breach.
Hadouken!
Impressive. You have many skills.
Mate, I've been to every Laracon Australia there's ever been. I've trained with all the masters. And 2025 is more stacked than ever.
Calculating. Unacceptable. Lineup too strong. If you remember everything they teach, you will surpass even me.
I mean, I'm an elephant. We don't forget.
Then you must be destroyed. Proceeding to final trial. Obsolescence. You will not reach Laracon.
You'll never stop me making Laracon.
Seeding chaos.
I'll make it. It's my entire identity.
All routes end here.
I'll learn from everyone. Bring the knowledge back to defeat you.
Rate limiter engaged.
Tons of speakers, events, and the best community in the world. Laracon Australia 2025. Here I come. Ah! He's gonna eat me! Oh crap, it was a dream. Yeah, that tracks. Huh? Oh hey, look, Laracon's about to start.
Good morning, everyone. How was that? Was that okay? I got to give a shout out to Chris because he's been up. I said this last year, he'd been up till 3 o'clock in the morning, like for weeks in the lead up to the conference. And I was getting messages from him this year at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, it's next week, right? No, Chris, tomorrow. So the final mixed version of that came at 3 o'clock this morning. So it worked out well. Can I have my screen? There we go. All right. So it's so good to see so many familiar faces in the audience, and there's a lot of new people in here as well. Some of you have been coming to Laracon AU since we started back in 2018. Some of you, this is your first Laracon. And some of you, I know for a fact that this is your first tech event ever. So whatever the case may be for you, we are all very glad that you are here. Last year, I got up on this stage and I talked about incremental improvement and getting a little bit better one step at a time. And so this year, we're going to take that one step further, and our theme for 2025 is Level Up.
Psst. Hey, Mike, is this thing on? Oh,
hang on.
Sorry, everyone. Wrong button.
No, this one. Yeah. No, you got it. All right. Bruce is helping out backstage in case I forget anything, but it's hard to push the right button. Anyway, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. And that's what these 2 days of Laracon AU are all about. It's about finding that little extra. And there's a lot that's been happening in the community over the years. And I saw this next quote a little while ago, and I think it's a perfect way to describe both PHP and the community. And that's that things have changed, but the essence remains. 30 years ago, PHP was just a handful of scripts used to glue HTML together. And today it powers some of the biggest apps on the web. But the essence remains. We still use PHP to create, to connect, to ship. Laravel came along and made that essence delightful. And it gave us elegance and convention and confidence. And it gave us a shared language, not just for our code, but for our community. But for me, PHP has always been about opportunity. The opportunity to work, to learn, to meet people, and to build something meaningful. One of our long-term sponsors shared with me a little while ago how powerful that opportunity can be. Through their ongoing commitment to the conference, they've seen a huge lift in visibility across our community in Australia, to the point where 90% of people that have interviewed with them had first heard about that company at this event. And the trust that has been built over that time and their commitment to open source has even meant that 5 of the candidates they've hired over that journey moved through to technical interview stages and were employed. But what I love the most about all of that is what they told me next. And that was that bringing more of their team this year isn't just about exposure for them as a company, it's about connection. It's about meeting all of you people that make this community what it is. And that's what leveling up looks like. It's opportunity built on community. When I think about leveling up, I think about people in this room. A couple of years ago, I spoke about Jess Archer, how she went from attendee to Laravel employee to last year on this stage launching Laravel Nightwatch. Nightwatch users in the auditorium? Okay, we've got some work to do, but we'll do it together. Last year we joked that eventually we're going to have a speaker panel, our Laravel team speaker panel made up entirely of developers from the APAC region, and tomorrow is that day. We're going to have, James is going to be up here because he's going to talk about Forge, and I think that's important, but we're going to have everyone that's here from the APAC team up on stage to really show how much that growth has happened. And then there's Mitch, wherever Mitch is. Last year, he built an app to support his talk, to support this conference, and he turned it into a full-blown business in the last 12 months. And honestly, that's what Laracon has been about for me as well. It's how I met people like Ryan and Marty. What started as a hallway chat has turned into real friendships. It's proof that this isn't just about tech, it's about the people that are building it. Each of us leveling up a little at a time, and all of us rising together. But leveling up isn't about a title or a Twitter bio. It's a mindset. It's showing up again and again and again. It's fine if someone is better than you at something, but don't ever let anyone outwork you. For those of you who don't know who Tyler Hoechlin is, he played Superman on Superman and Lois. Anyone using AI in their code workflow these days? Like everyone, basically? Most people? I came across this next quote a little while ago on X, shared by Adam Elmore, who works for OpenCode. It's a quote by an author, Elbert Hubbard, and it's over 100 years old. And it goes, "One machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man or woman." And in 2025, that feels more true than ever. AI and automation can certainly replace the repetitive tasks in our day-to-day, but they cannot replicate curiosity, creativity, or care. Machines might write code, a lot of code, but they don't care about the people using it. And that's what makes us extraordinary. That's what leveling up really means. It's not about keeping pace with the machines, but it's doubling down on what makes us human and only the things that humans can do. Roger Federer, a tennis player, for those of you who don't know, reflecting on his career during a commencement speech at Dartmouth University last year, talked about learning to fail gracefully and keep going. Over his career, he played in 1,526 singles matches and won an astonishing 80% of them. But he only won 54% of the points that he played in all those matches, which is where he learned his next point mentality, that win or lose, the point is already in the past. The only thing that matters is what's next. That's what leveling up looks like. Not perfection, but persistence. Not giant leaps, but small and deliberate steps. It's not a finish line, it is a checkpoint, and then another, and then another. People will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And that's what I hope that these 2 days give you. A feeling, the feeling of belonging, the spark that reminds you why you love building things, and the encouragement to try something new. And a special shout out to everyone joining us for the first time. You are the definition of level up. So let's make sure that every new face here feels truly welcome. Over the next 2 days, you're going to hear from our incredible lineup of speakers, people who have built things that you use every day, people taking bold leaps into new territory. We've got technical dives, creative case studies, and stories of growth from across our community. So whether you're here to sharpen your skills, to get inspired for your next project, or just hang out with people who get it, you are in the right place. Of course, none of this happens without the support of our sponsors and partners. They're not just logos on the banners and signs around the venue, they are part of this community too. Their support is what enables us to gather every year, so thank you to all of our sponsors. So during the breaks, grab a coffee, visit their booths in the foyer, say hi. They're here because they believe in what we're building together.
Hey Mike, don't forget to tell them to actually visit the sponsors. They've got stickers, snacks, and maybe a secret Mario Kart edge.
Yes, go see them. If you want to have a chance to compete in our Mario Kart tournament at lunchtime today and tomorrow, make sure you go and speak to them, snap a selfie, and then we will select some of you later on.
Hey Mike, wait! You forgot to tell them about the app.
No, look, I'm getting there. Mitch would never let me forget. If you haven't already, we've sent emails out about it. Make sure you download the Six Sides app. Once you've installed it, register an account with your email address from your ticket, and use the access code level up in all caps, not your ticket code. And then you join the event. From there, you can set up your profile, enroll in our Tag Your It game, earn points for completing your profile, asking questions, engaging with sponsors. Basically, everything in the app will get you some points. Now, I know that all of you have got at least one selfie in your phone, and you can use that to enroll in the game. So if you haven't already, do that. Don't try and take a photo in here. There's too many faces. It won't work out very well. At the end of the conference, the person with the most points will win our grand prize.
Can we tell them what it is?
No. God. After lunch, we'll tell everyone what the prize is, but I think you'll be motivated. This is also how we're going to do our speaker Q&A at the end of each of the talks if there is time, so you can vote on existing questions or add your own. Make sure that the app is installed because it'll be the easiest way for you to connect, to compete, and to, well, level up. Because something that really defines Laracon is all of you. As I said, some of you, this is your first Laracon, some of you, this is your first conference ever. And walking into a room full of strangers, friendly though we may all be, is still an overwhelming thing for some people. So if you see someone standing alone or looking a bit unsure, invite them into your group, say hello, make space for them in your circle. You won't know what or who might fill the void unless you first create the space. You've all heard about the Pac-Man rule? Anyone? Yes? No? So the Pac-Man rule basically is about leaving that gap, like the Pac-Man. And that means if someone enters that space, open it again for the next person. So, now that you've all uploaded your selfies, get your phone out with your seat partner. I'm waiting. I will wait. Open the Six Sides app, click the plus button, snap a selfie with your seat partner. It'll only take a second. And you'll start racking up some points straight away. And look, if you get people behind you, you'll get points for all of those as well.
Waka, waka, waka. That's teamwork.
That is what it's all about. Yeah. Mitch is all serverless, it's fine. Amazing. All right. All right, we're going to move on, folks, otherwise we're going to be behind already. Whether you have been coming to Laracon for years, whether this is your first, let's make sure that everyone feels welcome, included, and part of the community. We want this to be a space where everyone feels comfortable leveling up. Our code of conduct is at laracon.eu/conduct, but keep in mind 3 simple things. We want this to be a space, I duplicated slides. There's no trash talking other communities. These are our rules. These are the 3 things. Assume everyone in this room is a developer, okay? And there are no jokes at anyone's expense.
Unless the joke's about PHP semicolons, that's fine, right?
Borderline, but look, it's our own community, so I think that's okay. This is not about restriction, this is about respect. We look out for each other, and that's part of what makes this community so amazing. So as we kick off Laracon AU 2025, I hope that you find something that challenges you, something that excites you, and something that reminds you that the best part of this journey is the people that you share it with. Things have changed. Frameworks, tools, job titles, but the essence remains. We're still here, building things together. Let's make the next 2 days extraordinary, not because of one big thing, but because of all the little extras we each bring. Welcome to Laracon AU 2025. Let's level up.
Let's go!